Well, I'm showing you here the Mirror front page. It's all kicking off here with old Gregg Wallace at the BBC. Bad taste. He's to step away from hosting MasterChef while he's investigated for historical allegations of misconduct. He's fronted the show since 2005. And we're told in this paper and others, 13 people who worked with him across a range of shows over 17 years have complained about inappropriate sexual comments. This is from BBC News. Among them is the former Newsnight host Kirsty Walk, who claims that Gregg Wallace made inappropriate jokes when she competed on Celebrity MasterChef. This is what Kirsty had to say.
I was really shocked. I thought, what is this about? I was angry because I thought, this is just not on. We were essentially a captive audience. And it wasn't as if it was anyone engaged with this. It was completely one-way traffic. But I think people were uncomfortable.
So she's referring apparently to a couple of sexual jokes, references that came out of nowhere. Also speaking out was Sir Rod Stewart, whose wife Penny Lancaster was also on Celebrity MasterChef in 2021. He said on Instagram, so Gregg Wallace gets fired from MasterChef. Good riddance, Wallace. Look at this. You humiliated my wife when she was on the show. But you had that bit cut out, didn't you? You're a tubby. This sounds like a song. You're a tubby, bald-headed, ill-mannered bully. Karma gotcha. And then it's Sir Rod Stewart. And Gregg's lawyers have got in touch. They deny he engaged in any sexually harassing behaviour. He will cooperate with the external investigation launched by MasterChef producers Banijay UK. He then put a message out online. Let's have a look at this.
I would like to thank all the people getting in touch, reaching out and showing their support. It's good of you. Thank you very much.
I don't know. What do you make of this? Well, you go first.
It's not a great apology. I do not look. I'm of the opinion that there should be a way, like if someone has made rude remarks, there should be a way to come back. They shouldn't be banished from social life, whatever. But in this case, it seems to me there have been 13 complaints. I'm not quite sure if this video shows that he understands that he caused offense. It doesn't show that he understands that he caused offense. And also the other thing I would note is it seems to me that it's because it was some more powerful and senior women who have more social status that complained that this came to become public. So I would wonder, were there other incidents of people who perhaps were more afraid of speaking out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, apparently it was naked apart from a sock and danced around the studio. We've never done that here.
No, I hope the sock was in the right place.
Well, apparently it was, the right or wrong place. Yeah. I mean, it's not good.
It sounds horrible. And the only thing that baffles me is why do these things emerge years later? Why doesn't anyone? Because if you did something like that now, we would call it out. Now, we wouldn't turn around 10 years from now and say we found it deeply traumatic.
That's an image we've now lived with.
You in a sock.
Yeah. No, but I think you're right, but I think also, I don't know, maybe I don't know Gregg Wallace, he's been on our show a bit. I guess the answer is it's sort of his show. It's being made by a small production company who've got an interest in shielding him. Guests come in and come through your family, you guys, but these are guests who come in, once and once only. They don't know the context. The producers depend on the production company for the job.
I can imagine people misunderstanding, and I've seen this.
I don't know about that, but just not thinking, okay, we'll let this go. It's just a one-day thing. Sorry, go on. Yeah. No, go on.
I mean, the thing about walking around naked, I think that's inexcusable. But there are other things where, I guess when people know the kind of vibe of the show, there will be some things that are acceptable and everyone knows that it's a joke. And then when someone new comes in, they don't know that it's a joke. I do not know whether this
sexual banter, saying I want to taste your tart or something. I don't know. I mean, is that part of, are we next? Is it going to be, Mary Berry's Soggy Bottoms comes into it? I don't know. There is a bit of sexualised banter in relation to cooking on MasterChef.
Yes, and cooking in general. You
Yes.
beat eggs,
Got a
you
bun
whip
in the
creams,
oven.
there's all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
All that, And I don't want to live in a world where we have a sort of objective police force that tries to shut down conversation. Where does that end? So then it's very hard to say where the line has been crossed. We have a guy who's about to become US president for the second time who feigned a sex act on the microphone in front of thousands of people, not to mention TV audience, a few days before, one of the most mature democracies in the world voted him in.
Yes.
So,
And the
where
other
does
thing
it
he did
stop?
with his grabbing women by the private parts, which he said, and then he defended it was locker room banter.
Yeah.
He said, okay, well, let's see. It looks like it's curtains for Gregg.